Hello everyone, this is Team IntelliData and we are here to give a presentation on Google Online Marketing Challenge Homework 1. I would like to introduce my teammates Ronak Raj, our team lead, Dilip Rajan, Vinay Nalam, Salman Ahmed and myself Nitin Singh. So moving on to the agenda of the presentation, firstly we will be giving a brief overview of the business so as to let our audience know what the business is all about. Secondly, we will be moving on to the analysis part. The analysis was done using Google Online Analytics tool. Then we'll be moving on to the patterns and trends that we came as a part of conclusion. Finally, we'll be moving on to the list of recommendations for the business. Coming to our business, our client was Saffron Indian Bistro. Saffron Indian Bistro is a restaurant situated in the heart of Tucson. The restaurant is amongst the top rated restaurants for Indian cuisine in the state of Arizona. It is a small scale business with around 30 employees in the organization. It also serves buffet, a la carte menu and catering services. So the first step in the analysis of the business was to understand what was the goal of the website. For understanding the goal of the website and the business process, the team had a fixed plan which it was working on a step-by-step basis. The team initially had brainstorming sessions and few meetings with the client to understand their business processes. Finally, after understanding the business processes, we came up with a list of questions that could be best answered so as to highlight that what are the weak areas of a business, what are the strong points of a particular business. And all these team blogs and meetings have been constantly posted on a team blog. Also, we came up with few key points that we considered were essential for the business. Say for the website, what is the average time spent on a particular page? Is the website structurally well designed so that the customers find it easy to navigate? And finally, when the customers navigate, what's the most important page that the customer likes to use? So moving on to the navigation of the website, and also in coherence with the goal of the website, we find out that the home and menu page are like the two heavily visited pages. As you can see in the red highlighted area, the home page that is highlighted in red has a very low bounce width, which indicates that customers like the home page spend a decent amount of time reading through the information on the home page. Finally, when the customer has read all the information on the home page, we came up for the inbound sources for the menu page. Now understanding the inbound sources of the menu page, we realize that most of the customers navigate from the home page to the menu page. So this navigation indeed indicates that once the customer is attracted on the home page, he is attracted and motivated to move on to the menu page to find out more. Now, since menu page is a very important page for the website and for the business too, so we came up with few analytical stuff for the menu page. A Google analysis shows that for the menu page there is a very high traffic. As you can see in the chart given for the menu page, the average time spent for a particular customer on this page is like about 128 seconds, which is very good. 128 seconds is a sufficient amount of time so that the customer can entirely go through the various available dishes. Also, the total time spent on the menu page is about 220 hours. That is a very significant amount of time. Moving on to the geographical locations from which the customers visit the website, our analysis shows that 81% of the total visits come from Tucson. Well, this analysis seems to be quite evident because your Saffron Indian Bistro is a local restaurant, so it is logical that most of the people from Tucson would be coming and visiting the restaurant. Also, the analysis shows that the first time customers who visit the website are almost 75%, and they are like 25% customers who repeatedly visit the website. So in this way, the website serves its purpose that it is able to attract 75% of new customers from Tucson. Also, apart from Tucson, in the nearby regions, we have decent visits from the Phoenix region and Kotaro region. Also, if you see over the third point, we see that 55% of the people who search for the restaurant are already aware. So that means when they type in Google, they directly type saffron and they come to the website. Now we analyze that menu and the home page were the high performing pages, and those were the good points of a business. So as now, to improve the business, we had to understand that what are the low performing pages. Using the Google analysis and computing the business services, we understand that buffet and catering are the two ingredient services that the business provides. The business has a clear-cut goal to provide buffet and catering services, but does the website cater to these services? No. Our analysis says that buffet and catering are not that heavily visited pages as compared to the menu page. So as you can see in the table, the 8th option, catering, has only 249 visits as compared to other pages as home and menu. So finally we came up with few strong points for our website. We came up with few weak points for our website. We came up with a list of pages that performed really well and had high page visits. Also, there were few pages who did considerably well and had high bounce rates and low visits. We then tried to evolve more in a Google analysis and dig more. We came up with an idea as to analyze that what are the pattern of visits for a particular customer in a day. Moving on from a day, we came up with weekly patterns, and from moving on to the weekly patterns, we came up with seasonal patterns. So a daily pattern indicates that most of the customers visit the website from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Now the website visiting time is like quite logical because you actually have dinner at about 8 p.m. So before going to the dinner, they visit the website 2-3 hours ago. So moving on from the daily pattern to the weekly pattern, our weekly pattern indicates that there were high visits on the website during the weekend. Obviously, during the weekends like Saturdays and Sundays, there are more people who are visiting the website and there are more people who are eventually coming to the restaurant. Also, during the weekend times, there is low bounce rate, which indicates that the customers easily navigate and they come to the website with a purpose. So, why did we do this daily pattern and weekly pattern? Daily pattern can be done and could be beneficial in the sense that the customers can be entertained to a happy hour menu. If the business realizes that it has a high number of visits during this particular time slot, then the business can slash down the rates and introduce a happy hour menu so as to attract more customers. And similarly for the weekly patterns, depending upon the business flexibility, we can introduce the advantages of weekly patterns and daily patterns. Finally, after a whole analysis, to give it in single line, we'll come up with a list of recommendations. Very briefly, the list of recommendations are the guest loyalty program. Say a particular customer is a frequently visiting customer to your restaurant, then we should be introducing guest loyalty programs so as to maintain a customer loyalty, customer relationship, and to improve upon it. Also, we came up with the analysis that the buffet and the catering pages are not heavily visited as compared to the menu page. So we highly recommend for the business that it should redesign its catering page and also introduce a well-designed buffet page so that the buffet information stands out to the customer and is very evident in front of the customer as soon as he visits the website. Also, since the customers are frequently visiting the website, so why not to have online discount coupons for the customers who visit the website? These online discount coupons can be entertained at the time of visit, and when the customers are aware that they have online discount coupons, so obviously this will introduce more visits to the website and thereby increase the business for the client. And finally, our last recommendation would be to introduce online table reservations. Since we already know that customers heavily visit the website, and with online discount coupons there will be a lot of rush for the customers, and maybe during the happy hours there will be a lot of rush which we cannot uh, think about. So for arranging for it and making a smooth business process, we recommend that they should have online table reservations so that the tables can be easily reserved for customers online and they can have a smooth stay during the hotel. Thank you.